Ciao. Porsha Williams is sick of Simon and his scamming ways. Here's a quick breakdown of the divorce and Simon's deportation proceedings.
In 1982, Simon originally arrived legally, but overstayed his visas twice. He was voluntarily deported, and then he returned in the late 80s and started scamming folks. He then pled guilty to felony fraud in multiple instances throughout the 80s and the 90s and was deported in 1992. Now, knowing good and well he could not legally return with that record, Simon stole the identity of a sharecropper.
I use the term sharecroppers, but you get it. They were here to do seasonal work and then moved into citizenship. He's been trying to get his citizenship on his own. That way he's not beholden to his wife of the day to maintain his citizenship. He's committed so many crimes and fraud over the years that basically the only way you might have a chance to stay here is if you married someone. So that's exactly what he's done. The first time Simon was rejected for citizenship was in 2016 due to all of his fraud. He continued to try again and again. He actually tried it just 1 week before their wedding and once again was rejected. Now, in 1985, it was called a sham marriage because they never lived together and the wife admitted they never even consummated the marriage. The way to overcome that is you have to have what's called a bona fide marriage. Your marriage has to be open and public. So what better way than to meet that standard than to marry someone like Porsha on national TV on a wedding special? Simon knew that by marrying Porsha and having this televised wedding special, he might be able to salvage his one last shot at citizenship. Now, it's probably still not going to work because in addition to showing that it's a real marriage, you also have to pass the moral character test. He can't pass that because of all of his past fraud felonies he pled guilty to, but also because he didn't even tell his own wife his real name or any of this history. So, many people are saying, well, are they just separating to separate out their assets, ride off into the sunset with his millions? With deportation, you don't lose access to your assets you built in America. You just lose the right to come to America. So there's no need to divorce to protect your assets. In fact, Porsha writes on page 1 of her petition, she says, this is a bona fide separation. That is critical. Because a bona fide separation means you do not have a bona fide marriage, which means he cannot stay here. This is her way of saying, Your Honor, I'm not here being an accessory to this man's fraud. I didn't know it. My name is Bennett. I ain't in it.